Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Leo, I'm going to be doing your spring 2021 reading for you. We're going to be looking at where you are now, what's coming in for you, and advice from Spirit. I'm going to be using my Energy Oracle deck, followed by my Angel Wisdom Tarot. And if the reading resonates, I would be so grateful if you would comment, like, share, and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, it simply means that it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, guided by Spirit. Although my readings are time-stamped, they are timeless, so they are for whenever they resonate with you. Okay, my darlings, Leo, let's see where you are right now energetically. Thank you, Spirit, for Leo. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, door to romance. There's a new beginning. There is something in the air. Maybe you can feel it, maybe you know it, but the door is opening. Do you see? It's more than ajar. So I think you're very aware of this. What this card also says, obviously it's new beginnings in romance as well, but it's also about you projecting the self-love out to yourself and to within you as well, because then what you project out you will receive. So remember that, project that self-love energy that you wish to receive. It already exists, this door to romance, in the 5D. It's already happened. You've manifested it. And it's opening up for you at this time. So I don't know if you know, but you manifest all the time, consciously or subconsciously. So this is something that you've been putting out there, and that's rather lovely. So this is where you are right now. There are new beginnings. I do feel that your heart is still in a bit of a, you've gone through something that means you're quite protective of your heart. And Spirit wants you to know there is a 3 and a 3 here, and 3 is mind, body, and soul. And it's a very powerful number. So the 2 3s together are obviously that balancing out 3 and 3. So whoever's coming into you is coming in with that same mind, body, and soul energetic projection that you're doing as well. And 3 and 3 make 6, and 6 is a way forward, is a direction forward, is following your intuition, following your heart. There's a lot of passion in this relationship that's coming in for you, or you're already aware of, but it's kind of there, it's happening already. You kind of know each other in the 5D. I'm getting a tickly throat, so there's stuff you want to say, there's stuff you're excited about. Anyway, let's see what else, my darling, what's coming in for you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What's coming in for Leo? Thank you. Community, how beautiful is this? So soul family, spirit, community, it's a celebration, it's joy, it's getting together, you know, in spring. Let's hope, you know, with COVID that people can start to get together again. But this soul family is very special to you. This community is very special to you. You are like-minded individuals. And the wonderful thing about like-minded, energetic individuals who recognize and understand manifestations, the law of attraction, energy, and who do things from the heart space, is that energetically as a group, you're very powerful. So whatever you're manifesting as a group, and it's for your greatest good, it's happening much faster than you think. You know, that joint energy accelerates the power of those manifestations. And if they haven't come in for you, because this is coming in the future, then it's time to make those connections. Spirit's saying they're coming in for you. Be very observant of whoever's coming into your life. Could this be part of your daughter romance? It very well could be, because that was the first card that's coming out. And there's a lot of wisdom to be gained from your soul family, because of course the divine or God always sends everybody in at exactly the right time that they need it. So that brings with it the wisdom, it brings divine wisdom. And so when you are having your wonderful soul-to-soul conversations, if there are words that resonate, that ring true with you, then those are messages from the divine, they're messages from God. That's very lovely, darling. Okay, so let's get some advice from Spirit for you. Thank you. I had a lot of the same cards today for the signs. So, okay, so you've got attachment and walking away on the bottom of the deck, and attachment. I want to talk about the walking away card first. So that's number 27 here. You have left something that no longer serves you, and it hasn't been dreadful or terribly uncomfortable. It just hasn't been the right thing for you. There is regret, there is looking back, and that's why we've got the attachment card as well. But those endings allow for the blossoming of new beginnings. And you've cut ties. I can see that there with a pair of scissors almost. You've cut ties with whoever you have walked away from. If you haven't walked to make that decision, whether it is somebody or it's a career or it's something to do with your finances or whatever, career or relationship, it's time to make a decision. And there's a sort of open road ahead for you there, and you are being guided by spirit there to do. And it talks about a new beginning that's there for you once you step out of your comfort zone. It's also talking about walking away from old emotional habits, ways of being, things that you told yourself, told yourself, things that others have told you and you believe them. It's a sort of false belief system. It's a pattern of behavior. And many of these patterns come from that deep subconscious inner child of us that gets triggered over and over again in adulthood from child triggers, from things that happened when they were younger. So this is, a spirit's advice of you to be aware of that and to try and walk away from those patterns. And maybe this walking away that you did is something you did a long time ago, but or somebody walked away from you, but there is an attachment to it. And I want to show you that's number 5. And what that's doing with number 5 is giving you a false belief of the lack of at this moment in time. It's that perceived kind of, Spirit is saying there is a need to let go and let God. That your path, this door to romance, is literally stopped in its tracks by whatever strong attachments you may have to old patterns or people from the past. And do you see she's got this sort of chain almost bolted in fear there? And she's wearing white. So there's something very pure about you. There's something that, your hope and your belief is there, but you've got this mask that you're wearing here, and it's a mask of sort of pretense that everything's okay, but it's not really. And you know that, and you're stuck. And what Spirit is asking you to do is to let go and let God, to have the courage to do that. And that difficult lack of energy does keep you stuck. But you have been given community, soul, family, soul, spirit support to help you. As I said, if they're not with you now, they're coming in for you. And there will always be people around you. They may pop into your life just for a moment and pop out again, or they may be around for a long, long time. They are here to help you. And now on the bottom of the deck, we've got rest and rejuvenation. So this time that you've been given at the moment is very much a time for that rest, for that rejuvenation, and to reflect, because reflection is one of the most important things we can do. Reflection and observation. Reflect and observe. Observe that everything happens for us, not to us. And when we flip that in our mind, then we can reflect on it and think, well, why has that happened for me? What gift has that given me? What is that allowing me to do? To release those conditioned behaviors, those triggers, to release ways and thoughts I've been telling myself, to release things that go back a very long way, to have understanding and compassion for myself and for others, because we all have a habit of being triggered by those conditioned behaviors. And now is the time for that rest and rejuvenation. Now is that time to go within, because this door to romance is opening for you. This is a new beginning for you, but it won't open further until you can untrap your heart, until you can let that heart out of a cage. And it starts with you showing yourself so much love and so much self-care, because we are sometimes the last person we show love to, and yet we deserve love just as much as anybody else. And so Spirit is asking you to meditate where you can, to relax where you can, to do things that you enjoy doing, go for walks, be with Mother Nature and everything. And the more you insert this gentle activity into your life, even if it's just a 10-minute meditation a day, the more productive that you're going to be, the more intuitive you're going to be. And rather than sort of unceasing action, sometimes going around in circles and attached to this space here, you'll actually get to know yourself, and you'll actually come to really respect yourself. And the more you respect and love yourself, the more you'll see that as a ripple effect in your relationships, and the more that door to romance will be. And you know, we don't find a soulmate in another. We have to mate with our own soul first, and then we project that energy out that we are love. That's all we are. We are love. You know, we are mind, body, and soul, and the soul is the piece of divinity. So we are pure unconditional love. So we don't need to look for love. We are love, and when we find we are love, then we can share that love. I'm going to now pull from my other deck, my darling, and see what else they want to tell you. There we go. There's 2 cards that have come out. So you've got the Emperor, and you've got the Sun card, which is lovely, and you've got the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So the 10 of Wands is saying to me that you are carrying around, let me just show you this card, I was looking at it. It says here, working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in life, let others help you, health problems due to stress. The thing with the 10 of Wands is that when you carry around more than you need, then you're not able to feel that lightness of spirit, that lightness of step. And the 10 of Wands sometimes is when you're trying to do too much for other people, you're trying to help too much other people, you're trying to, you have a habit of ignoring what you need and what you want and what your soul is asking you to do, or sometimes begging you to do. And it's very healthy to say no sometimes. It's fantastic being loyal, it's fantastic being compassionate and everything, but at the same time, don't take on too much of other people's burdens, because in doing that, you're burdening yourself energetically as well. And you can't help others if you're energetically in that down space. So you have to look after yourself if you want to help others. I hope that makes sense with that. That's a little aside from them. You've also got the Emperor here, and you've got the Sun card. And I want to talk about the Sun card first, because this is saying to me, these are 2 major arcanas. The Sun card represents the great happiness in the deck. Okay, this is represents joy, your dreams coming true and everything. Now, do you see there are the sunflowers first of all there, and that for me talks about soul family again, that community that's coming in to help you. And I really feel you know them already. I mean, they're young sunflowers, so they're not very tall, so they may have come into your life quite recently. Behind there you see the magic of the unicorn, and that also that's the sort of 6 of Wands. It's about being victorious, but there's good. Do you see it's just starting? So this is in universe timing. This is in divine timing. Okay, this is going to be happening for you, but it's already as above, down below, and you just have to trust. And it says here, a time of great joy and success, brilliant opportunity, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So I want to talk about that gratitude. You know, when we're in this space of I am grateful, and we're always manifesting all the time. So when you're manifesting in our I am grateful space, you're saying thank you to the universe. And when you're manifesting, that vibration is I want more of that. And that's what's going to come in for you. Also here you've got the Emperor, and I want to just pull another couple of cards about the Emperor here. But this is about you taking charge of a situation. So we all have that feminine and masculine side of us, okay? And the feminine side is the intuitive side, and the feminine side is the one that's empathic, the one that sometimes becomes burdened by the 10 of Wands here. And the masculine side is the slightly leadership role, the side that also protects yourself in a healthy way and says no sometimes, says no. And I think this is what this is also saying to me, that you can speak your truth, my darling. You can have that clarity with that sword as well. And the sword here represents that clarity and truth, but also learning to set healthy boundaries and say no at times, and have some structure and discipline around yourself too with that. I want to ask more about the Emperor. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more. And in doing so and looking after yourself, it goes back to this door of romance and projecting that self-love that you want to have come back to you, that energy you want to receive. Part of that is this Emperor. Is yes, look here, you've got the awakening card here. So this is a temporary pause of reflection and time for you. Your angels know, they're focusing already on the path that lies ahead. There's going to be a path, there's going to be a choice for you to make. But you're letting go of things that once were important to you, I'm feeling. And this is a time for that reflection. This is a time that you've chosen as well. And COVID has helped people have this time to reflect, where you've reflected on your experiences, on your life experiences that have been given to you. And it's only through reflection that we learn and grow and shift and evolve from those experiences. It talks about, as the Hangman as well, that there are going to be, after the Hangman, unexpected changes, things that happen to you in your life. And although you feel that things are very still at the moment and not a lot on behind the scenes, and that's what this card also talks about. There's a lot going on in the 5D. Imagine you're just on your own center stage at the moment in your own universe, but behind the scenes it's all happening, and whoever's going to appear in your life, whatever experience, job opportunity, relationship, is all going to come in at exactly the right time for you. And during this time of stillness and reflection, you are going to have those epiphany moments. You are going to have, this is the Sun card again, brilliant epiphany moments that are going to come in that are for your greatest good, for your greatest happiness. And now you've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in for you. Look at this, a windfall of abundance, wise counsel or good fortune, exciting career opportunity, a lucrative contract, significant purchase like a home or a vehicle. See, the Ace of Pentacles is a gift from God. It's a divinely timed gift from God. And it comes to you at exactly the right time that you need it. So this Ace of Pentacles is coming in, and it's something that's kind of going to bring out that childlike joy in you, that sort of excitement. You're going to be avidly wanting to learn more. Do you see that? And it's also going to remind you, my darling, this offer, whatever it is that's coming in, it's going to remind you that you are amazing. You're an amazing catch. And this hair also here represents, it represents keeping your eyes open and your ears open as well. And hares don't run from their fears. So don't think this opportunity coming in is something that you can't do, or a lack of confidence doesn't allow you to take it. But something's coming in for you, and it's definitely a gift from God. And I'm just going to lastly pull you a couple of these. Thank you. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands. Thank you. Ten of Cups. How gorgeous is that? The Ten of Cups. This is your daughter romance. So whatever's coming in, it's bringing in the Ten of Cups. It's bringing in that emotional fulfillment, balanced, beautiful, flowing relationship, full of excitement. Could be bringing in children, but it's bringing in something where you literally feel this is the Sun card. This is this huge blessings coming in for you. And you've also got the Eight of Wands. There is something coming in for you soon. This is Eight of Wands. This is communication. This is lovely communication. It's coming in for you at the right time. It could be coming in for you this spring. You could start to see the first signs of it. It says unexpected events or rapid changes. And I'm so happy for you. That's so beautiful. And now, oh my goodness, I just have to show you these three cards that have come out for you. Look at this, Leo. Just line them up so you can see them. You have the Wheel, you have the Strength card, and you have the Star card. And actually, the Star card came out first. So this is, again, a sign of great hope, great blessing coming in for you. You don't get the Star card unless you've gone through something that's been, you've walked away from something that was very upsetting to do. And now you are releasing emotions that no longer serve you. This is a time of really deep healing, but it shows you on your life path. The Strength card at this time, you're getting so much strength from the universe as well. And it's a reminder to you that also strength doesn't necessarily come from roaring. I can't speak roaring or growling or whatever. Strength comes sometimes from that gentle touch, that kind word. You know, an elephant doesn't use their strength to overpower other people. It stops people from overpowering them. So, you know, you don't need to take the tough approach sometimes. Have that soft touch, have that kind words. And, you know, look at your sensitivity and your love and your compassion and your understanding as amazing gifts that are given to you to navigate your way through this situation, through, you know, times like this. And, you know, look to have patience and forgiveness, because sometimes we forgive others in order to bring ourselves peace. And it's the forgiveness of others as well, that when we have understanding, compassion, that people don't want to hurt, they're just doing it from their place of pain, from their conditioned behaviors that they may have got. So, you know, face challenges with grace, face them with love, and have this courage of your convictions as well about wherever you're wanting to be, my darling, because you walked away from something in order to have something else come in, and you did have that courage there. So do believe in yourself. And where's the last card here? Of course, the Wheel of Fortune. There is this fresh new start at the end of delays. So do you remember we talked about after the Hangman, there comes something unexpected? This is what's coming in for you. Something unexpected progress is going to happen. It's going to be positive for you as well. You may be moving home, because I'm seeing the home card here, but you may be moving home as well. But it's a reminder to me that you are the center of your own universe. Do you see that there with the world there? You're the center of your own world. And so you can hang on the outside of that wheel and get caught up in the ups and downs of all the emotions as the wheel turns for you. Or you can stand centered and observe and reflect on everything that's happening for you around you and say, why is this happening for me? And then you won't be so affected by it, because you can look at it from a loving, compassionate point of view, but also not be too caught up in your emotions about it. You know that everything is happening for you. So Leo, my darling, there we are. I hope it resonated with whoever was guided to see this reading. I will be doing your March readings before the end of the month. And in the meantime, take care and stay safe, my darling. Bye-bye.